Johor Lama actually is at the longer arm, our index finger. As time went by, people shifted to Johor Bahru, the shorter arm. That is how Johor Bahru was formed. It's a natural pull of the energy that pulled them over to Johor Bahru. Look at this. This is the river. Right? This is the river. And we call this the concave. This is convex. Where do you want to put your house? Concave or convex? Concave. This is convex. Concave, but why? Because this is where the energy is pulled. Is collected here. And this is dispersing energy. 散气. 这个是纳气. When you want to hug the one that you love, you hug like this, am I right? When you want to fight. That is why here in Malay we call it sebelah siku. Sebelah sayang di sini. Okay? So always remember, should be in the concave side of the river. This applied to road as well. This applied to road as well. Look at KLCC. Let me show you KLCC. KLCC is situated in the concave side. Before KLCC is a convex of the road. Do you know what building there? You know what's the building there? No. MCA. MCA is on the convex side of the road. Then only KLCC as the road winding. Okay, tomorrow you drive around and tell me what happened. Okay, look at Masjid Jami. Masjid Jami is situated at the confluence of river. Confluence of river means two rivers meet, become like a Y shape. The strongest point of it is here. Is here. The energy here is even stronger than the concave. And the design of the mosque, the entrance actually is facing this round tip. It was designed according to Malay Feng Shui. The 5 Pak Haji designed this place. And the 5 Pak Haji were buried inside. Now, look at Tianjin and Beijing. Tianjin now is the busiest port in the world now. It has taken over Singapore. Right, it's the first. But how come Tianjin is not the capital city for China? But Beijing is the capital city of China. But why Shanghai is not the capital city of China, but Beijing? Go back, you make a comparison between Shanghai and Beijing, and you found out that actually Beijing, you have 7 confluences of river. All this is confluences. But Beijing has none. That is why Beijing, Shanghai and Tianjin will never be the capital city for China. Okay? Now, if you have a lot of money, you want to buy a piece of land. You want to buy an odd-shaped piece of land, or you want to buy a square one, or you want to buy a front small, back big. Yeah. You should buy a piece of land with front small, back big. In Feng Shui term, we call it the money bag shape. Qin doi. No matter how thin you are, you must have a back side. Yes. 要好腹. That's where the energy collected. Okay? These two buildings are found in Beijing. They are opposite to each other by the same developer and designed by the same architect. Look at this one. What do you think it looks like? A knife. What about this one? It's been got back already. You know, it's been chopped into pieces. How did I come to know these two buildings? I was called in by my client here. They have an office in Beijing. I was called in to help them. And I look at it externally, I cannot do anything already. Internally, they have the wrong door. They ask me, what should I do? I say, I cannot do anything for you. The best way is ship out as soon as possible. Why? In Feng Shui, it says that the energy that emits out is actually reflected by the shape of the building. This is a knife. That is why the energy that emitted out is the energy of a knife. And this is like a flat piece of material. It's been chopped, especially when it's designed into such a manner that there's many lines there. Therefore, when you come across this kind of building, never occupy. Don't even buy and invest. If you invest and rent out to your client, they are not doing well, they cannot pay you rental, then what's the point? What are you talking about investment? That's not investment anymore. Look at the crab. Before I go to the crab, do you know what is the shape of the casino Genting? What's the shape of Genting, the casino in Genting? It's a shape of bat. You know bat? Bianfu. Yeah. You know, do you think Bianfu, bats have backside? Do you think it has backside? It only have one inlet and outlet, the mouth. Okay? The bat eats from the mouth and shits from the mouth. So you go in as a food, you come out as a shit. Why not you invest money in the food supplement so that it can come back next year? What do you think? Okay, now, many years ago, that this rich man, he went to see a Feng Shui master. Of course, it's not me, alright? He said that, hey master, I want to go into casino business. So, please advise me, how should I design my building? Then the Feng Shui master said, very good, okay. I will give you the design of crab. Why crab? Do you know how crab walk? Walk sideways. Support everything. You know. Oh, okay, very good idea. So, he built the building according to the shape of the crab. 1 year later, he almost go pokok. Almost pokai already. Then he went back to see the Feng Shui master. Hey, Feng Shui master, your Feng Shui is not working, you know. I've been losing money and now I almost bankrupt. So tell me, what should I do now? Hey, the Feng Shui master say, hey, every client of mine, they're millionaire now, you know. They come to pick me up with big cars, let me travel here and there. How come yours is like that? Did you design it according to my advice? Yeah, of course, the crab. Okay, never mind. Let's go to have a look together. Before they reached the building, the Feng Shui master said, wait, who asked you to paint the crab into red color? When do you see the crab turn red? When it is cooked already. 煮熟咗啦. Alright. A lot of people say, no, T-junction has a lot of ghosts. You might not know that. You might find that the ghost sitting next to you. The ghosts not only congregate at T-junction. They say there is a ghost because when the whole compass standing there, and the compass cannot define where is northeast, southwest. The Malay call it gila babi. And the Chinese say got ghosts, they have meeting there. You think the ghosts like to meeting there? The reason behind it is, as your car moves, the object has stopped, but the momentum, the energy has not stopped. It keeps on banging to this house in front. Every day, your house is being banged 10 times, it's fine. If your house is banged 50 times a day, you might not feel it when you're standing inside the house. If you go near to the wall, you need to touch the wall. The whole house actually is vibrating. And this vibration affected the energy inside the house. It is not stable. Once it's not stable, it affects your mind. Because in the person, you have your own magnetic field. If your magnetic field is not stable, you will make wrong decision. That is how bad it is. Especially night time when you're sitting in the living hall to watch TV and the car just come, zoom, the high beam stop, and you get a jerk. If 50 times like that way, you get 50 times. Don't you think it's bad? It's the same thing that applied to cross junction. What about cul-de-sac? You know cul-de-sac? The dead end road. It's the same thing. The car move, make a U-turn, and the energy will just turn and turn there. There are two negative points. One is the houses around there is on the convex side, the dispersing of the energy. Secondly, you know, after a while, that place will form a pool of its own magnetic field, and that pool of magnetic field will actually affect your decision, the mind. That is how bad it is. Don't buy the idea that it's very serene. You can have a lot of parking. That is no good. Unless you're willing to sacrifice to have a punch-through road in between your neighbor to induce the energy to go away. A lot of developers ask me in to help them. They say the houses at the T-junction, at the cul-de-sac cannot sell. I say, I cannot do anything for you. Unless you're a generous person or you're a thoughtful person, you can put the park there. You know park? You need to have playground. Or you put a community hall. If not, you put temple, you put mosque there. At least the God can help, I cannot help. Alright? Therefore here you have a choice. You can avoid the T-junction. You can avoid these convex. Okay? Now, do you want the house to be on top of the mountain? They say what? You have a panoramic view. After you have stayed in already, yeah, very panoramic view, but your pocket also very cold, you know. Because you cannot tap the energy. You want to be the beneficiary. You don't want to be the contributor. But there are three types of businesses you can do on top of a mountain. Number one is religious place, religious business. You can build temple, you can build mosques, you can build churches. Second is the hanky-panky business. That's like casino. You can have casino there. The third one is entertainment business. You can have massage parlor. Okay, you can have karaoke center. Don't worry, you'll do well over there. What about high tension cable? As you know that high tension cable has radioactive effect, you will get cancer. Alright, you will get critical illnesses. How far it should be away from the high tension cable? Is the height of a high tension cable times 1.618. 1.618 actually is the golden rule. Right? If you are an architect, you have heard of golden rule. In Feng Shui in Egypt, it mentioned the golden rule as well. It's called 金字法. One of these days, I will explain to you about that one. But here in Malaysia, we technically know who, and conveniently, we get a piece of land to do business or to build bungalow. Alright, if you have a choice, don't buy it, then the developer will not develop it. What about single standing object? What is single standing object? Do you think people will put one tree in front of a gate? People ask me, what happens if I have a tree in front of my gate? I say, where is on the earth that a silly person plant a tree in front of a gate? If you have no choice, you cannot remove the tree, plant a few more trees. Why? Imagine if a single standing object here, as the energy flow, when it breaks and join, when after it join, it becomes a very strong energy and it hits your house directly. If you can move it away, move it away. If you cannot, build a few more trees so that you soften the effect, you soften the energy. When you can remove the tree or you can chop off the tree, remember to deroot the tree. Otherwise, it will give you the decaying energy. Okay? That is very, very bad. I have done a few cases with this big root, big root stump in front of the house.
Bad feng shui.
Yeah, very bad.